The media loves post-debate analysis. They gave the last debate win to Hillary Clinton. And the next day, they couldn't stop talking about her resounding victory with headlines like these: a win for Hillary Clinton, Donald Trump's disastrous debate. But after Trump did well last night, suddenly no one wants to say who won. At CNN, the analysts don't think debates matter anymore. Mike Smirkonish had to admit, "I think the night belongs to Donald Trump," but added, "Did he grow the tent?" Did he? Huh. And Gloria Berger said, "He may have done enough to stop the bleeding. I'm not sure any minds were changed this debate tonight." Yeah, when they don't go your way, debates are kind of dumb. The press is all in for Hillary Clinton. They stopped pretending a long time ago. Trump called them on it during the debate, but it didn't stop them.
She campaigned where the primary part of her campaign.
I want to get to audience questions and online questions.
So she's allowed to do that, but I'm not allowed to respond.
You're going to get to respond right now.
That sounds fair. Hillary Clinton wants to allow.
And why did it morph into that? No, answer the question.
Why don't you
still believe
her? You
I
interrupt
do.
me all the time. Why don't you interrupt her? I'd like to know, Anderson, why aren't you bringing up the emails? I'd like to know. Why aren't you getting
brought up the emails?
No, it hasn't. It hasn't. And it hasn't been finished at all.
Ken Karpowitz has a question.
It's nice to 1-on-3.
Tim, he would almost seem like a whiner if it wasn't true.
No, it was true. I mean, you have Martha Raddatz clearly just throwing away any idea of objectivity and just screaming at him. She was yelling at him like somebody's mother screaming at people in the backyard.
Like a mother, the worst.
Yeah, it was just very. I don't know why a moderator would just totally start screaming at one of the candidates like that. It seemed insane.
Yeah. I think she was trying to, I guess, you know, she was trying to be a reporter. And, you know, the way she grills people or something like that. But
he was criticizing something that the military had done, and she's like, well, that's psychological warfare. She's like, actually, this is why they do that. And it's like, well, wait a minute. What the hell are you doing? Like, your job is to ask a question. Your job is not to debate the candidate.
So do you think it worked, Sam? Do you think it was good that he fought back in that way?
Yeah, he has to, because I think people are starting to really be aware that this is going on. And when he fights, it's better. It's as good as him pointing it out, if not better. It becomes obviously this contest that he's fighting. And he specifically says, well, now it's 1-on-3.
Yeah, yeah.
And the reason that people are questioning, is it 1-on-3? Yeah. Is because he said it. That's the only reason anybody's asking it. Is because he said that. So now we're like, oh, is that true? Let's discuss it. And if you discuss it, you're going to have 50% at least.
That's why he brought the 4 Clinton accusers, so it was then 4-on-3. So
right,
he was like, he knew it was going to be, he brought them, sat them in the front row, so he had those 4 when he needed,
Bonnie, did you think that was a good move on Trump's part, bringing those Clinton accusers and having that press conference? They tried to ignore it, but
I thought it was wonderful. Of course. I don't want to get any death threats tonight. I'm with you guys.
What do you mean, Bonnie?
I'm with them.
But look, as a woman, what did you think?
1-on-3. I just, you know, that's how we met Melania, so he's used to that kind of situation. He's growing the tent in his pants. Oh, Trumpy Trump.
But wait, Michael, what do you think? What do you think of the... should Trump have ignored it? You know, the way that Pence did it, he got a lot of accolades for just being calm and you know, not really pushing back.
Well, first of all, Trump handled 10-on-1 during the primary debates perfectly fine, so he's a whiner because these odds are better for him. That said, 4 years ago, you had Republican cucks like Mitt Romney stood there while Candy Crowley browbeated him, and he took it. And now you saw in the primaries and now in the main debates, the candidates are yelling back at the press. And we always talk about how unpopular both Trump and Hillary are, but there's one organization that's even more unpopular than them, and that's the media. They've got like a 6 or 8% approval rating, and you see because of things like this. Anderson Cooper started the debate by saying we're going to let the audience ask the questions, and then you had this woman from Debbie Wasserman Schultz's coven just barking at Trump like a crazy person. It was absolutely, and she was yelling at Hillary Clinton too. It was absolutely outrageous and unprofessional.
Well, how do they still keep the illusion that they're somehow, you know, because you got Anderson Cooper, Martha Raddatz, they are part of what you call the mainstream press, and they act as if they're objective, but they're not. See, I'm not objective.
They don't act that way. They claim it. But I think that pretense is falling away very, very quickly thanks to social media, because they're called in their BS in real time. You go on Twitter, and people from the right and the left were like, this is absolutely ridiculous how she's acting.
Yeah, not from the left.
Not from
I saw plenty from the left.
I didn't hear much from the left.
Don't let his jacket fool you. It's not.
You want to see, in a way that I think this is, and Sam kind of hit on it, this is when Trump does the best. Like, this is when he's great. Like, he needs to be attacked for him to be 100% of himself. Had they not been as hostile to him, he might not have done as well.
Right. Yeah, I think he was advised to back off in the first debate, and obviously it's just not where he's comfortable, right?
Yeah, he likes being in a corner.
Yeah.
Especially like when you're a cocaine addict, you love that energy.
That's crazy, Bonnie. Okay, look.
I honestly don't know why people keep saying that.
I don't know why they do. Another sign Trump won the debate is the media wants to talk about other things. Like whether Trump was menacingly stalking Hillary when it was she who crossed in front of him repeatedly during the debate. Look, I don't want to blame the victim, Bonnie, but she was in his space.
Yeah, I mean, come on. What was he supposed to do? Leave the stage? I mean, she's walking around and then he's skulking around behind her.
Well, look, that's it.
Now, you know what it is? He doesn't understand the cameras, I think. Or maybe it's refreshing that he doesn't care about the cameras, because he was like humping a chair at one point. Like, he doesn't care.
He was standing behind his chair at one point. That's what you're saying. But look, this is what they do.
You saw it differently than I did. Yeah. I saw it growing his tent.
But obviously, men and women see these kinds of things differently. Today,
I didn't even
like,
see Hillary in the debate at all. So absolutely, men and women definitely process. I was like, where is this? Why? Who is he yelling at? So I get you.
But do you get the stalking thing? That this was all over the internet today. Look at Trump. He was stalking her. She crossed to his side of the stage repeatedly. Yeah. And they called that her stalking him.
I don't feel like she was in physical danger. Like, what are these people talking about? What in God's name are they talking about?
So tall.
Like, he was just a minute away from ripping it. Like, what is going on?
Come on, you have to have respect for her, because she's been under sniper fire, so she clearly has some form of PTSD. She can't handle people walking behind her.
Hey, that's one thing Trump didn't bring up.
She didn't complain about it, by the way. That was just Twitter.
That's because
she did complain about it, Bonnie.
What did she say?
She complained on the plane. She was on her airplane today, and she was talking about how she felt uneasy, and she kept turning around, and he was there. She's playing into this. Okay, look, another diversion. The media found its debate hero in Ken Bone.
Oh, boy.
The questioner who was trending on Twitter and all over cable news. But he wasn't a hero at all. Just the latest average Joe to be sneered at by media snobs who think there's something funny about a chubby guy in a red sweater.
Yeah, we wouldn't have gotten nearly as much attention if he'd been wearing that green suit that he was supposed to be wearing.
That he promised to wear, right?
But the pants.
But help me out, Bonnie. Why is he so funny, Ken Bone? I mean, why?
I'm fascinated by these people that are so in love with him, you know, after the debate. But last weekend, nobody swiped right. You know what I mean?
They didn't.
He just was and now, we all love him.
Now he's a hero. Were you talking about him on the radio show?
Yes, I think he is a hero.
Wait a minute.
I'll tell you why.
Tell me why.
Sam has a new morning radio show. If I go to the bathroom, are you going to steal my chair?
Is that an inside radio joke?
I don't know.
People
used to have a radio
will
show.
know. I no longer have a radio show on that channel. I don't know who did it. I don't know how it happened.
I don't know what happened.
She wasn't on in the morning, by the way.
That's true. So why is he a hero?
I'll tell you why he's a hero, because he reminds America that this is what America could be. We're not all misogynist and evil and angry and racist. We're like fat and dopey and uncoordinated and wear silly sweaters. Like that's what you want to see. You want to be. It's easier. It's happier.
But wait a minute.
All of these undecided voters should be executed. And that's the takeaway from the debate. Is these are the people. Look at these people.
He was passing for. He said he was undecided, like a lot of these people. And we're wondering, Tim, how they can be undecided.
They're not undecided. He just wanted to get on TV. Like they're not. All of them just wanted to be on television. None of them are really undecided. They're probably all comedians. They're probably all trying to start careers.
Exactly.
I get it. I would have done it. You know, none of these people. Everybody has an inkling of what they're going to do.
100%.
Yes, I feel that when you watch these focus groups, right, Michael?
Yeah.
And then people say, oh, I haven't made up my mind. And then when they talk, they're clearly partisan because they're always attacking either Trump or Hillary, right?
Yeah, but with Ken Bone, I think this is pretty obviously Chris Christie's in witness protection, and he's laying his paper trail after this campaign. He's got to be on the lam.
Ken
what he knows about
Bone will be
Hillary.
so upset that you compared him to Chris
I would just get him some. I can't believe it's not butter, and he'd think it's butter, and then he'd be happy.
Is he gonna jump at the opportunity? He could get a reality show
He can't
at
jump
this
at
point,
anything.
right?
Come on.
He's doing Dancing with the Stars.
It's his moment.
Yeah.
I don't
By
get
the
it.
way,
Okay.
there are lots of undecideds. I flip-flopped back and forth like 15 times last night. I was like, no, she's got a good point. Oh, gosh, he's got a good point.
I see what you mean. Okay, moving on.
When he talked about ISIS, I was all in.